Hey everyone, welcome into the final day of notes for Unit 4. We are in day 13, and today we are going to be graphing horizontal and vertical lines. Our goal today is that students will be able to graph horizontal and vertical lines, both linear equations and inequalities, with 80% accuracy. Okay, so graphing horizontal and vertical lines and what to look for. So just a quick set of reminders here. Horizontal lines, we have equations that are y equals some number. A horizontal line goes across from left to right with arrows. The y value for each coordinate will always be the same. It'll always be that number that y equals in the equation. And then the final reminder, the slope is 0 for a horizontal line. And then we have vertical lines. X equals a number. So horizontal, the equation format is y equals a number, and for vertical, it's x equals a number. And when we graph a vertical line, it should be straight up and down. And for this, our little note, the x value for each coordinate pair will always be the same. So just like with horizontal lines, it's y equals the number, and that will always be your y value. We have vertical, which is x equals a number, and it will always be that number. And then a quick reminder, slope, we'll squeeze that in here, slope for a vertical line is undefined. Okay, so after all those reminders about horizontal and vertical lines, let's go ahead and let's graph some. So, x equals 4. We're going to jot down a quick how-to. So, when x equals 4, we are going to go to where x is 4, which is on the x-axis, and just graph a vertical line. So it's just as simple as that. So we go to where x is 4, which is right here. We get our student ID or straight edge, and we just graph a vertical line, straight up and down. I'm going to redo that one. Arrows, and there we have it. We have our vertically graphed line of x equals 4. Okay, let's take a look at the next example. This time, we're going to have a horizontal line because it's y equals, and we're going to go through the same process. Go to where y equals -2, and this is going to be on the y-axis. And this time, we're going to graph a horizontal line. So we go to where y is -2 on the y-axis. Again, always student ID or straight edge. And we are going to go ahead and draw a horizontal line through that point. And there we have it. So we have x equals 4, x equals is a vertical line, y equals is a horizontal line. All right, go ahead and try 3, 4, 5, and 6. Come back and see how you did. See you in a few. All right, everyone. Welcome back. Let's take a look at number 3. So we went to where we have y equals 3 on the y-axis, and then we drew a horizontal line. Y equals is always horizontal. Slope is 0. For x equals 0, well, that's just at the origin of our graph. And it's a vertical line, so it's straight up and down, whereas number 5 is y equals 0, which is also at the origin, but y equals is always a horizontal line, so it goes left to right. And then number 6, we just have to get x by itself first, and then we have x equals -5. So we go to -5 on the x-axis, and then draw a vertical line straight through it. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at the next page. So, graphing horizontal and vertical inequalities. So those were equations. Now we're going to inequalities. So there's going to be some shading involved. Remember your rules for graphing inequalities. The inequality sign determines the type of line and where to shade. So when you have less than or greater than, you must graph with a dotted line. When you have less than or equal to or greater than or equal to, you must graph with a solid line. When you have less than or equal to, you shade below, or today we're also going to be looking at shading to the left because we have vertical lines, so below or left. When you have greater than or equal to, you must shade above or right. Because again, vertical lines greater than would be to the right. All right, let's give a couple a shot. So we have y is greater than -7. So first things first, it is a dotted line because it's just greater than, and then again, greater than is above the line because it's y equals. So we're going to go ahead, go to where y is -7 right here. And it is a dotted line this time. So make sure you don't forget that detail because that does tell us information about our solutions for the graph. There we go, dotted line. And then now we have to shade above the line, so a lot of shading for us to do here. And there we go. There's our graphed horizontal line for y is greater than -7. So anything in that shaded region would be considered a solution, and anything on the line would not be considered a solution because we have a dotted line. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at number 2. It is less than, so it's dotted. And again, less than means below the line. But in this case, because it's going to be a vertical line below, means left. We're going to shade left of the line because left is less than on the x-axis. We go left for negative numbers or for smaller numbers. So let's go ahead on the x-axis where x is 5. And when we have an x equals or an x with an inequality and just a number on the other side, it indicates to us that we're going to be graphing a vertical line. This one, again, is dotted. And then we are shading to the left. Okay. And again, anything to the left of this line is a solution, but nothing on the line because it's a dotted line. All right, go ahead and try 3 and 4. Come back, and we'll see how we did. See you in a few. All right, welcome back. Let's take a look at number 3. It says x is greater than or equal to -2. The greater than or equal to tells us we're going to use a solid line. Greater than means above the line. Because it's a vertical line, we're going to be shading to the right. Right represents greater than for a vertical line. We graph with a solid line and then shade to the right. So anything in that shaded region is a solution, or anything on the line is also considered a solution because it's a solid line or equal to. For number 4, same deal, except it's less than or equal to. So it's still a solid line, but less than means below. Because it's a horizontal line, below does mean underneath, or is the right terminology for this inequality. We go ahead and we highlight below to represent that all of the solutions for this inequality are below that line or on the line because it's or equal to. All right. Nice job on this last day of notes for Unit 4. You guys did great. Make sure you reach out to your teacher if you have any questions, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Peace out.